Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm painting something incredibly special, Van Gogh's Sunflowers, one of his most famous and deeply emotional works. But here's the twist, I'm painting it in gouache. Van Gogh used oil on canvas, thick, textured, and full of movement. While I usually paint in watercolor, gouache feels like a better fit for this tribute. I think it gives me more control and richness, which helps me get closer to the feeling behind his original brushwork. The painting I'm working from is Sunflowers dated 1889, painted in Arles, France. Van Gogh created several versions, and this one now hangs in the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. He actually painted it while preparing his home, what he called the Yellow House, for the arrival of his friend and artist Paul Gauguin. He wanted these sunflowers to line the walls of Gauguin's room. Imagine that a room full of yellow blooms, symbols of warmth, welcome, and admiration. But when you look closer, some flowers are full of life and the others are wilting. To him, it's not just a bouquet, it's a reflection of the fragile balance between hope and despair. Van Gogh poured himself into his work. He struggled his whole life with mental illness, loneliness, and rejection. He only saw one painting while he was alive. Yet, he painted with such urgency, like every stroke was a lifeline. That's what moves me most. He painted because he had to, because art was the only way he could make sense of the world. Every petal, every brushstrokes in his painting feels like a heartbeat. There's a quiet kind of chaos in it, controlled but full of emotion. Van Gogh worked with oils using a technique called impasto, thick sculpted layers of paint that you can literally feel if you stand in front of the real thing. I'm using gouache, which is smooth, matte, and fast drying. It doesn't have the same texture as oil, but it lets me experience with color and shape in a bold way. I know it's not identical, but this is my tribute. And one day, I'll love to learn how to paint with oils, to really dive into the medium he used and feel that same resistance and weight in the brush. What I love most about this painting is the yellow. Yellow isn't just color here, it's emotion. It's joy, obsession, and even a little madness. Van Gogh once wrote, "The sunflower is mine in a way." And I think that says so much. These flowers were his voice, his way of showing love, struggle, and everything in between. They are so alive, but also so fleeting. Sometimes I wonder, did Van Gogh know what he was leaving behind? That people 100 years later would still be painting his flowers, studying his brushstrokes? That his work would inspire people like me, like all of us? Maybe not. But I think that's part of the beauty. He painted honestly, with no idea of fame, just feeling, just expression. So here I am, painting his sunflowers in gouache. For me, this isn't just about copying a masterpiece. It's about connecting, feeling his passion through every brushstroke, learning to see beauty not just in perfection, but in expression. Thank you so much for joining me on this little tribute to Van Gogh. I know this is just my first try, and there's so much more to learn. But that's the heart of it, right? Keep learning, keep painting, and keep expressing. Even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect. And if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what inspires you about Van Gogh or any art in general. And remember what Van Gogh once said? What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? Bye bye, see you real soon.